Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Friday, June 13th, 2024. Today I'm going to recap the Stanley Cup Final from yesterday and look ahead to Game 4 on Saturday. NBA Finals Game 4 will preview and pick that. Calder Cup Games 1 and 2 coming up this weekend. Baseball, soccer, WNBA, golf, soccer. Or I said soccer already. NASCAR. Who's in there with the best bet? We'll start the Stanley Cup Final. Game number 3 took place last night as the Florida Panthers do it again. 4-3 winners over the Edmonton Oilers. This was 4-1. Oilers scored 2 in the 3, but too little, too late. Florida goes up 3-0. Number 3 star of the game with the goal, Philip Broberg. Number 2 star of the game with the goal and the assist, Sam Reinhart. Number 1 star of the game with the goal and the assist, Alexander Barkov. Reinhart scored first, his 9th of the playoffs from Gustav Forsling, and Alexander Barkov 1-0 Florida. And that was right before the first period ended. Second period, it's tied 1-1 right away. Warren Fogle ties it. Adam Henrique assists 1-1. About halfway through the second, Vlad Tarasenko's 4th of the postseason from Eli Lustranen, and Antoine Lundell makes it 2-1. Sam Bennett's 7th of the postseason. About 4 minutes later, 3-1 Panthers from Matt Tkachuk. And then, less than 2 minutes later, Barkov's 7th of the postseason from Evan Rodriguez and Sam Reinhart makes it 4-1. And then Broberg's 2nd of the postseason, 6 minutes into the third, makes it 4-2 from McDavid and Darnell Nurse. And Ryan McLeod gets it within 1 goal with just over 5 minutes left. Assist by McDavid and Kulak, making it a 4-3 game, but the Panthers hang on to your life. And now this is 3-0. And it's Saturday night. They have a chance to wrap this baby up, 8 o'clock ABC. Should be a very interesting Game 4 coming up. The Oilers, though, are favored, -128. Panthers +106, over under 5.5. Over is even money. Unders -122. Florida +1.5 is -255. Edmonton -1.5 is +205. The unders have been absolutely dominating. But I'm going to go bold, and I'm going to pick Edmonton in regulation at +125. I think they're going to have a one last stand and force a Game 5 on Tuesday night. So I'm going to go Edmonton +125 over Florida in Game 4. All right, now Game 3 of the NBA Finals, which will be tonight, 8:30 on ABC. Mike Breen, Doris Burke, JJ Redick, and Lisa Salters on the call from Dallas between the Celtics and the Mavs. Celtics are up 3-0, and they're actually favored in this game by 1.5. Total is, now it's down to 1. Total is 211. Money lines -116 for Boston and -102 for the Mavs. A lot of people think this is going to end tonight. I'm not so sure, because I'm convinced that if Luka Doncic doesn't foul out, the Mavericks win that game. So I think that single-handedly murdered them. No Porzingis. I have this Celtics 3.25, total 227 at 7/10, and with Porzingis 6.25. But I still like the over, though, only because I think that who's going to get out from 3? Could it be Jalen? Could it be Jason? Could it be Drew? Could it be Luka? But the total is really low, and I think we're due for an over. Maybe it goes to overtime. I don't know who wins. But if at gunpoint, I really hope this goes to at least a 5th game. That would be really cool. So I'm going to take the over, but I don't feel super strong about it. All right, Calder Cup Final. Games 1 and 2 coming up. Both in Hershey, 7 Eastern on Friday night and 5 Eastern on Saturday night. We'll pick the series. The Bears have had a historical season, but they had some major adversity after blowing a 3-0 lead to Cleveland in the conference final. and they get it done in overtime to advance. And Coachella just dominated against Milwaukee to set up a rematch. I think it's important that Coachella, if they are to win the series, wins one in Hershey. And I think that the Bears, granted, they struggled to close the games out against Cleveland, and Cleveland only won one game in Hershey. But if Coachella has any chance, I think they have to win one in Hershey. Hershey proved that they can win in Coachella. They won Game 7 in overtime in the Calder Cup final there last year. So they've proven they can win on the road. But I think that Coachella has to prove that they can win on the road. I think that's a tough place to play. I think this is going to be another 7-gamer, and I think that the Bears are going to win. I just think that this is their year. They're going to go back-to-back. Hunter Shepard will be the MVP of the series, I think. So I'm going to say the Bears in 7 for my pick for the Calder Cup final. And I'm going to say they split the first two. Bears win Game 1 at home. I think the rust will hurt Coachella Valley. And then Coachella Valley bounces back Game 2. So I'm going to say that's a 1-1 series after Games 1 and 2. Now we'll go over the baseball games from yesterday and look ahead to today's games. Braves over to O's 6-3. Tigers over to Nats 7-2. Royals over to Yankees 4-3 on a 2-run walk-off double by Miguel Garcia. Cards over to Pirates 4-3. Rays over to Cubs 3-2. Mets over to Marlins 3-2 on a 2-run walk-off homer by J.D. Martinez. Red Sox over to Phillies 9-3. Twins over to A's 6-2. D-backs over to Angels 11-1, so best bet 1. White Sox over to Mariners 3-2-10. And the Rangers over to Dodgers 3-1. All right, we have a matinee game today. 2:20 Cardinals Cubs. Kyle Gibson and Jordan Wicks. So Cubs minus 116, Cards minus 102, over under 8, overs minus 102, unders minus 120. Cards minus 1.5 plus 64, Cubs plus 1.5 is minus 200. That's a tough one. But I'm going to go with the Cardinals at minus 102 because I just don't like how the Cubs have played lately. 6:30 Yankees Red Sox from Fenway. Luis Gil and Brian Balo. Yankees minus 152, Red Sox plus 132, over under 9.5, overs minus 102, unders minus 120. Yankees minus 1.5, minus 22, Sox plus 1.5 is minus 115. Bounce back spot, so I'm going to lay the minus 1.5 and minus 2 with the Yankees. 6:45 Marlins Nats. TBD and Mackenzie Gore. Nats are minus 164, the Marlins are plus 38, but we don't have the rest, so we can't do it. But if the total is anything over 8, I consider the under. 7 o'clock Phil's great series. Rangers Suarez and Kyle Bradish. O's minus 126, Phillies plus 108, over under 7.5, overs minus 114, unders minus 106. Phil's plus 1.5 is minus 200, O's minus 1.5 plus 164. Under. Guardians Blue Jays. Logan Allen and Kevin Gausman. Jays minus 136, Guardians plus 116, over under 8.5, overs plus 104, unders minus 128. Guardians plus 1.5 is minus 194, Jays minus 1.5 plus 160. I'm actually going to go with the over in this one at plus money. Padres Mets, Matt Waldron and Sean Manaea. Padres minus 112, Mets minus 104, over under 8, minus 120 Trey. Padres minus 1.5 plus 46, Mets plus 1.5 is minus 78. I'm going to go with the Padres as a slight favorite, minus 112. Waldron's been pitching a lot better lately. 7:20 Rays Braves. Zach Little and Chris Sale. Braves minus 100, Rays plus 168 over under 8.5 minus 120 Trey. Rays plus 1.5 is minus 20. Braves minus 1.5 even money. I'm gonna go with the under. 8 o'clock Reds Brewers. Hunter Green and Freddie Peralta. Brewers minus 142, Reds plus 120 over under 7.5 minus 20 Troy. Reds plus 1.5 is minus 184. Brewers minus 1.5 plus 152. I like the over. Tigers Astros. Tariq Scoop Ball, Hunter Brown. Pick a minus 180 Troy over under 7.5 minus 110 Troy. Tigers minus 1.5 plus 152. Astros plus 1.5 minus 184. I like the Tigers minus 108. Ace Twins. Mitch Spence, Simeon Woods Richardson. Twins minus 174, Ace plus 146, over under 8.5, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. Ace plus 1.5 is minus 42, Twins minus 1.5 is plus 118. I'm going to go with the under, but I don't feel good about it. 8:30 Pirates Rockies, TBD and Ryan Feltner. Rockies are minus 112, the Pirates are minus 104. I'm going to go with the Pirates at minus 104. 9:30 White Sox Diamondbacks, Chris Flexen and Ryan Nelson. D-backs minus 184, White Sox plus 154, over under 9, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. White Sox plus 1.5 is minus 40, D-backs minus 1.5 plus 116. I'm going back to the well with the over. Royals Dodgers, Cole Reagans and Gavin Stone. Dodgers minus 162, Royals plus 136, over under 8.5, overs plus 102, unders minus 124. Royals plus 1.5 is minus 160, Dodgers minus 1.5 is plus 132. It's so hard to bet against the Dodgers. And the Royals come into the West Coast. So, I'm going to go with the bold pick of under 3.5 Royals runs, minus 106. Apple TV Plus, Rangers Mariners, Andrew Heaney and Luis Castillo. Mariners minus 148, Rangers plus 126, over under 7, overs minus 122, unders even money. Rangers plus 1.5 is minus 176, Mariners minus 1.5 is plus 146. That's a hard one, but I'll go with the under at even money. And last but not least, on Apple TV Plus at 10:15, Angels Giants, Tyler Anderson TBD. Giants minus 104, Angels plus 114. I'll go with the Angels at plus 114 only because Tyler Anderson's been pretty good this year. All right, Saturday, 2 o'clock, Ace Twins, Joey Estes, Bailey Ober, 2:20 Fox Sports 1, Cards Cubs, Andre Palante and Shota Imanaga. 3 o'clock, Guardians Jays, Carlos Carrasco TBD. 4 o'clock, Angels Giants, Patrick Sandoval and Keaton Wynn. Marlins Nats, Trevor Rogers and DJ Hers. Phil's O's, Taijuan Walker, Grayson Rodriguez. Reds Brewers, Andrew Abbott and Bryce Wilson. Tigers Astros, Jack Flaherty and Justin Verlander. Padres Mets, Adam Mazer, Jose Quintana. Rays Braves, Ryan Papuai, Charlie Morton. 7:15 on Fox, Yankees Red Sox, Carlos Rodon and Cooper Criswell. Also on Fox is Rangers Mariners, Nate Eovaldi and George Kirby. 9 o'clock, Royals Dodgers, Seth Luka and Yoshi Yamamoto. Pirates Rockies, Jared Jones, Ty Block. And on Fox Sports 1 at 10 o'clock, White Sox D-backs, Eric Feed and TBD. Sunday, 1 o'clock on Roku, Cards Cubs, Miles Mikolas and Jamison Tyon. 1:30 Marlins Nats, Jesus Luzardo, Mitch Parker. Phil's O's, Zach Wheeler and Corbin Burns. Rays Braves, Zach Eflin, Hunter Waldrop. Guardians Blue Jays, Ben Lively, Jose Barrios. Padres Mets, Dylan Cease, Tyler McGill. 2 o'clock Reds Brewers, Frankie Montas, Colin Rea. Tigers, Astros, Kenta Maeda, and Spencer Argetti. Oh, that's an auto over. A's, Twins, JP Sears, Chris Paddock. Pirates, Rockies, TBD, Dakota Hudson. That's at 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock, the Angels, Giants. Jose Suarez, Kyle Harrison. White Sox, D-backs, Drew Thorpe, Jordan Montgomery. Royals, Dodgers. Brady Singer, Tyler Glasnow. Rangers, Mariners. Dane Dunning, Logan Gilbert. And Sunday Night Baseball, Yankees, Red Sox from Fenway. Marcus Stroman and Cutter Crawford. Now we'll move on to notable soccer results from yesterday and look ahead to the weekend ahead. Wait a second. Did we not have any games today? Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. We didn't have any games. So we'll start with the Euro games. So 3 o'clock on Fox today, Germany, Scotland. If you missed my Euro preview and predictions, I posted that last night. Germany's minus 380, Scotland's 10-1, the draw is 5-1. Germany should win this. But I'm going to go with under 2.5 goals plus 122. Saturday, 9 a.m. on Fubo TV, Hungary, Switzerland. Switzerland plus 120, Hungary plus 240, draw plus 220. I'm going to go with Switzerland plus 120. 12 o'clock on Fox, Spain, Croatia. Spain minus 110, Croatia's plus 330, draw plus 240. Croatia's been red hot. I get it. Spain's better, minus 110. 3 o'clock on Fox, Italy, Albania. Italy minus 280, Albania 10-1, the draws plus 350. Italy should win. I'm going to go over 2.5 goals at plus 112. Sunday, 9 a.m. on FS1, Poland, Dutch. Dutch minus 100, Poland 6-1, the draws 3-1. I'm going with Poland at 6-1. I think they're going to be the surprise team of this tournament and it could make it potentially to the semifinal or even the final. So Poland at 6-1. 12 o'clock, Fox Sports 1, Slovenia, Denmark. Denmark minus 130, Slovenia plus 410, draw plus 250. I like this Denmark team. If they were a little cheaper on the money line, I'd do that, but I'm going over 2.5 goals at plus 128. 3 o'clock on Fox on Sunday, Serbia, England. England minus 210, Serbia 6-1, the draws plus 350. I'm going to do over 2.5 goals at minus 110. Okay, we'll do MLS. Coming up at 7:30 tonight, NYCFC, Columbus at Yankee Stadium probably, right? Yup, that makes sense. So I'll quickly pull up the MLS odds for the weekend. NYCFC's plus 115. Columbus is plus 210. The draw's plus 250. Columbus is such a big dog because they're having a hangover. They're having the hangover season. But I think that there's a chance to get back on track here a little bit. I'm going to say this is a draw plus 250. I think NYCFC is overvalued. Saturday's busy. 7:30 Atlanta, Houston, CF Montreal, Salt Lake, Charlotte, DC United, New England, Vancouver, Red Bulls, Nashville, Orlando, LAFC, Philly, Miami. So Messi in Philly. Why are the Union favored? Explain that one. That's favoritism because of the Union making the finals years ago and having a good for being a playoff team last year. That's no way. No way. I don't think I've seen Miami as that big of an underdog all year. And they're first in the standings, and Philly is an 8th. And if the season ran today, they'd be a wild card against Nashville. Explain to me why the Union are favored. Is that Vegas knows? Toronto, Chicago, 8:30, Dallas, St. Louis, Colorado, Austin, 9:30, 10:30, LA, Galaxy, and KC. San Jose, Cincinnati, and Seattle, Minnesota. So no games on Sunday. And then USL, 7 o'clock. Tonight is Loudon, Vegas. Loudon, even money. Vegas, plus 230. Draw, plus 240. I'm going to go with Loudon at even money. Saturday, 4 o'clock, Detroit, Charleston. 7 o'clock, Hartford, Pittsburgh. Indy, San Antonio. 7:30, Tampa, Louisville. 8:30, Memphis, New Mexico. 9 o'clock, Colorado, Orange County. El Paso, Phoenix. And 11 o'clock, Sacramento, Oakland. Sunday, 6 o'clock is North Carolina and Monterey Bay. We have an international friendly between El Salvador and Peru. Peru minus 460. El Salvador is 11-1. The draws plus 450. We're going to do under 2.5 goals at minus 106. And another one at 8 o'clock is Argentina, Guatemala. Argentina minus 3,000. Guatemala 5,000 to 1. The draws 13 to 1. Or I should say plus 5,000. I'm going over 3.5 goals minus 112. Saturday, 5 o'clock is Colombia, Bolivia. And Sunday, 3:30, Ecuador, Honduras. And 6:30, Panama, Paraguay. And then women's. Tonight, 8 o'clock on Prime Video, KC, Chicago. KC minus 3, Chicago, 6-1. The draws plus 360. I'm going to do under 2.5 goals at plus 131. Saturday at noon on ESPN. Louisville, Gotham, 7:30, North Carolina, Orlando, 7:30 on Ion, Washington, San Diego, 9:30 on Ion, Houston, Angel City. Sunday, 4 o'clock on CBS, Seattle, Portland, and 10 o'clock on CBS Sports Network, Bay FC against Utah. So, again, not a lot of soccer this weekend. Now we'll do the WNBA. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to tonight and the weekend. All Commissioners Cup. Fever over to Dream, 91-84. Storm over to Wings, 92-84. And the Aces over to Mercury, 103-99. So the Aces won, but the Mercury covered like I thought. All right, 2 games tonight, both on Ion. Neither of them are Commissioners Cup. 7:30, Sky Mystics. The Sky are 2-point favorite, totals 158. The Mystics finally won't have a win under the belt. The Sky are only giving 2. What does that tell you? Trap. I'm taking the Mystics plus the 2 and plus 114. And it's Sparks Lynx. Lynx are giving a whopping 13.5, totals 116.5. I'm going to take the over. That's a low total. 1 o'clock on CBS is Suns Wings. 3 o'clock on ABC is Liberty Aces. Sunday, 12 o'clock on CBS is Sky Fever. 3 o'clock on ABC is Storm Mercury. And also at 3 o'clock is Sparks Dream on ESPN3. Now we will go over the NCAA baseball for the weekend for the Men's College World Series. It all begins today, 2 o'clock on ESPN. 12 seed Virginia, 4 seed North Carolina. So ACC battle there should be a lot of fun. North Carolina's minus 130. Virginia's plus 102 over under 12.5. Overs even money. Unders minus 132. Virginia plus 1.5 is minus 170. North Carolina minus 1.5 plus 130. These two teams are pretty even, I would say. You'd think Carolina might be a little better, but I like the over at even money. 7 o'clock on ESPN. 8 seed Florida State, 1 seed Tennessee. Florida State's really impressive. I like what they did in the last round. Tennessee's minus 180. Florida State's plus 140 over under 10.5. Overs minus 118. Unders minus 112. Florida State plus 1.5 is minus 140. Tennessee minus 1.5 plus 108. I'm taking Florida State plus 140. Saturday, 2 o'clock on ESPN. 10 seed NC State, 2 seed Kentucky. And I'm not going to give out bets. 7 o'clock ESPN, Florida, number 3 seed Texas A&M. Sunday, on Father's Day, we have an elimination game. We don't know who that will be between Probably, if I had to guess, it's Virginia and Tennessee. And then the double elimination round will be Carolina against Florida State. That would be my early guesses for that. All right, now move on to golf. We will look at the current leaderboard for the U.S. Open. Your leader right now, or co-leaders right now, the score of 5 under are Patrick Cantlay and Rory McIlroy. Third, 4 under is Ludvig Åberg. Tied for fourth with 3 under is Bryson DeChambeau and Matthew Pavon. Tied for second with 12 or 2 under, Tony Finau, Tyrrell Hatton, Ashke Bahita. Tied for ninth with 1 under, S.H. Kim, Corey Connor, Sergio Garcia, Aaron Ray, Sam Bennett, Thomas Dietrich, and Jackson Suber. Tied for 16th at even, Colin Morikawa, Emiliano Grillo, Logan McAllister, Ryan Henley, Brooks Koepka, Neil Shipley, David Thompson, Isaiah Salinda, Robert Rock, Zach Blair, Robert McIntyre, Xander Schauffele, Harry English, Tommy Fleetwood, Sepp Straka, Adam Scott, Martin Kamer, 31st or 34th one over. I'm doing notables. Seamus Power, Cam Smith, Ricky Fowler, Siwoo Kim, Tom Kim, Jason Day, Scotty Scheffler, Brian Harmon, Chris Kirk, Max Homa, Taylor Pendrith. Tied for 50th with 2 over, Gary Woodland, Nicholas Echeverria, Austin Eckroat, Mac Meisner, Christian Siedenhout, Mackenzie Hughes, Jordan Spieth, Hideki Matsuyama. Tied for 65th with 3 over, Sam Burns, Matt Fitzpatrick, Francesco Molinari, Minwoo Lee, Justin Rose, Ryan Fox, Daniel Berger, Adam Svensson, Wyndham Clark, Kurt Katayama, Nick Dunlap, JT Potson, Cam Young, Eric Cole, Brett Horschel, Alex Loren. Tied for 86 with 4 over, Lucas Glover, Tiger, DJ, Adam Hadwin, Sanjay M, Byung-Ganon, Joaquin Herman, Mark Hubbard, Bu Hostler, Peter Malnati, Nate Taylor, Shane Lowry, Keegan Bradley, Brendan Todd, Brandon Wu. 105th, 5 over, Will Zalatoris, Webb Simpson, Jason Hadley, Victor Perez, Taylor Hogue, Jake Knapp, Dylan McCarthy. Tied for 120th, 6 over, Grayson Sieg, Evan Van Rooyen, Harry Higgs. Tied for 132nd with 7 over, Justin Thomas, Sahith Thiglia, Cam Davis, Ben Coles. Tied for 142nd, 8 over, Victor Hovland. Tied for 146, 9 over, Phil, Adam Schenk. And that's it for the notables. Next is NASCAR. We have a couple of races this weekend. I believe just Cup and Xfinity, yeah. Because that's right. Truck's not for another 2 weeks. So from Iowa tomorrow, 3:30. Should be an interesting race. So, I'm going to go back to the well and pick a guy I think I picked last week in Austin Hill at 16-1 to win the Hy-Vee Perks 250. And the Cup Series Sunday night from Iowa, the Iowa Corn 350 powered by ethanol. So, my pick here, I'm going to go with William Byron at 12-1 to win the Iowa Corn 350. Okay, now move on to the news and notes for today. So, there's some stuff we have to talk about. So, the San Jose Sharks announced their new head coach, Ryan Warsofsky is promoted. He was an assistant. He's replacing Dan Quinn. This team is just tanking. They're no good. Perfect opportunity for him to learn on the job, and young team. You never know, but like that, if you're a bad team, you're supposed to hire assistants that are new and learning on the job so you can help develop. Arizona State's head coach pranks his team as the players really thought they were getting college football 25 early. The Big 12 is eyeing a $1 billion investment as they're in talks with CVC Capital Partners on potential private investment in conference. Top MLB prospect Charlie Condon wins the Dick Howser Trophy, the National Player of the Year. The Falcons lose a 2025 draft pick and fined $250,000 for violating NFL's anti-tampering policy during free agency and signing Kirk Cousins. Not ideal. Commanders won't name starting quarterback as Jaden Daniels will have competition in camp despite great progress. You gotta be kidding me. He's gonna be their QB1. He better be. Rangers extend Capo Caco 1 year, $2.4 million. That doesn't necessarily mean he's on the team. I feel like he's a trade candidate. Luka Doncic apologizes to the Mavs as he admits he let his team down by fouling out in Game 3. Tony Bennett got extended by Virginia until 2030. So good on Virginia for locking up Tony Bennett. Dan Hurley rips the leverage talks as he wasn't having rumors that he used Lakers to negotiate the better deal. I agree with him. Terrence Shannon Jr. found not guilty of criminal charges in rape trial. So he's not guilty. Acquitted of criminal charges, but he's just gotta move on from that situation, and if he was found guilty, he would have been in trouble by his school, I would have thought for sure. There's reports that Porzingis may play Game 4. He didn't want to sit Game 3. And he's listed as questionable. I don't think he's going to play. Caitlin Clark on social issues. She says using her name to justify racism is unacceptable and wants WNBA players to be respected. So Ice Cube says $10 million contract that included potential team ownership is no longer on the table for the Big Three. Bronny James worked out with the Lakers as they're interested in his athleticism, defense, and shooting ahead of the draft. The Clippers are eyeing Jeff Van Gundy as they have strong interest in adding him to Ty Lue's coaching staff. And by the way, the Knicks hired Mo Cheeks to Tom Thibodeau's staff. I mean, it would be really cool if Jeff Van Gundy ended up on Thibodeau's staff. It would be such full circle. And I guess Jeff Van Gundy would get a ring because he's he's an advisor at the Celtics. There's a receiver trailer dropping on Netflix this summer featuring Justin Jefferson, George Kittle, and Deebo Samuel. Surprised that Kelsey's not in that. The Eagles were cleared of tampering as evidence was not discovered to support a finding that was anti-tampering anti-tampering policy was violated. So they were looking at that with the Barkley thing. Alvin Kamara skips minicamp as he confirms practice absence is contract-related. But the big story was that Trevor Lawrence got paid by the Jacksonville Jaguars 5 years with $200 million guaranteed, and I think he gets paid $265 million, $55 million a year, tied for Joe Burrow as highest paid player in the league. Insane. The Dolphins are signing Calais Campbell, so that's a nice veteran ad for them. So Conor McGregor out of UFC 303 with the injury. Pereira Prochaska named UFC 303 main event. The Knicks are optimistic about re-signing Isaiah Hartenstein and OG Anunoby. Tom Thibodeau isn't worried about criticism of coaching style as he rips the workload narrative. And then Josh Hart violates Tyrese Halliburton's fit and playoff record. Oof. So there you have it for news and notes. Last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. I have to go back to the well with a team that I was on last night. I don't feel as good about it. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to go over 9 in White Sox Diamondbacks. Chris Flexen stinks. And so does Ryan Nelson. So I'm going to do a 20th of a unit on over 9 minus 105 between the White Sox and the Diamondbacks for my best bet of the day. So there you have it for the show. I'll be back on Monday recapping everything. Look ahead to everything come Monday. And potentially over the weekend, I'm going to start the off-season podcasts with hockey in the NBA. So hope you guys have a great weekend, everyone.